In the meantime, Governor Hochul called and canceled a meeting with President Trump on congestion pricing.
This after the Department of Justice is suing the state of New York over immigration enforcement. Alice Gaynor covers courts, and she has more.
Governor Hochul canceled lunch with President Trump today after Attorney General Pam Bondi announced a lawsuit against the state of New York, Hochul, and others yesterday.
I did not want to go down there and give any credibility to this brazen attempt to have us have our laws that were duly enacted by elected people of the state of New York undermined by the federal government.
The 16-page complaint alleges New York's green light law is unlawful and unenforceable. In effect, since 2019, the law allows undocumented immigrants in the state to get driver's licenses and prohibits motor vehicle info from being shared with federal authorities for immigration enforcement. It was enacted partly to lower the number of uninsured people driving and improve safety on the road. Governor Hochul says the law has survived challenges before and released a statement that reads in part, quote, "Our current laws allow federal immigration officials to access any DMV database with a judicial warrant." Also saying she's not letting federal agents or Elon Musk's shadowy Doge operation get unfettered access to the personal data of any New Yorker in the DMV system, like 16-year-old kids learning to drive and other vulnerable people.
In this particular case, reasonable arguments to be made by both sides.
Constitutional law professor James Sample says it's a complex case.
This is a conflict between the supremacy clause that says where federal and state law conflict, federal law controls, and the 10th Amendment, which says that in areas that are traditionally reserved to the states and localities, like local policing, the states and localities have the prerogative to handle things in their own manner.
And New York Attorney General Tish James said in part she's, quote, "prepared to defend our laws just as I always have." As for Governor Hochul, she says she'll meet President Trump next week when she travels there with the National Governors Association. Dick and Christine, stay tuned.
Thank you, Alice.